Good evening. My name is Tanisha Al Houdin, and I'm going to talk to you today about my manual, You Better Hang from the Chandelier, a manual for women and wives to better their lives. Within the manual, I talk about being evenly yoked with your mate and how important it is to be evenly yoked with your mate. Not evenly yoked like the animals, but evenly yoked um, based off your system of being, your body chemistry, your thought process, and even within your solar plexus, right there in the middle. I talk about also not following Toto, the dog, out into the storm. And Toto, the dog, can be a woman or a man, but being able to be a helpmate that directs the person in the proper way, in proper direction, based off their map. A mapping system everybody has within them that helps them within life. Most of us do not use our maps that we're given at birth divinely within ourselves of who we are within a higher self and a lower self, but basically the higher self, which will help us live a better life. When you watch the movie The Wiz with Diana Ross, and she plays Dorothy, a woman who has four men in her life whom she helps. The first man is Toto the dog, whom she chases out into the storm. Toto, Toto, come back, Toto, which was the biggest mistake ever. Why was it a mistake? Because she wasn't supposed to chase him out in the storm or follow him out in the storm. She was supposed to help direct him in the right way or don't follow him at all. But she followed him out into the storm, which led her to meet three other men. The next man being the lion, if I'm correct, either the lion or the scarecrow, but the lion, I'm gonna say the lion. A man who was looking the part, you assumed he was the part, but he was really a coward inside of him. He didn't have the heart. And I don't mean the heart as being so pumped up and puffed up that where he is just making unwise decisions that puts him and his family and his wife and his livelihood in danger. But he just wasn't a man that was going to take the initiative in life to go out and do what it takes to build, to be that lion and rule, to build an empire, to be that king of his kingdom and the father or husband that she needed him to be. So Dorothy was a woman that he met that said, well, follow me and we'll try to get you some heart. So then after that, while she was going down the road, she met the scarecrow. Now, the scarecrow represents many men in society whom are crucified on the cross, who are chastised and tormented and mocked downwards in society by society or the blackbirds, and we all know who the blackbirds are. He is so full of Confucius and confusion in his mind. No wisdom, no understanding, no knowledge. Just a bunch of stuff, empty mind and garbage that gets him nowhere and does not give him the power to get off the cross because he believes what the blackbirds are telling him, that he ain't no good. Go on and get down off that cross if you want to. Take a chance if you want to. Go on and get down, and you can't win. You can't win is what the blackbirds were telling him. But only if he knew inside his mind and his body and his soul that he can do the unbelievable if he had the right mind frame. But then here comes Dorothy, chases off the blackbirds, takes him down off the cross, looks in his mind and says, you know, your mind is full of garbage. You know, get on down off this cross and ease on down the road with me. A woman who mocked him up. Like you hear stories, they mark something up, and you have things, they mark things down. The blackbirds marked him down, or mocked him down, like they did. Like if you read the Bible and they talk about Jesus, how he was mocked. The soldiers and his mother, Mary, mocked him up. Mocking is a form of what they call, some people say, black magic. But the actuality of it is when miracles aren't coming in soon enough, you have to do something different. So what they did to Jesus was they mocked him. His mother did, and so did the soldiers, meaning they used Western medicine, or what you call Ayurvedic medicine, and he had tried to heal him, and his mother, all night long, like most of us mothers do, stayed up with her son with blood, sweat, and oil, and beat that sickness out of him, and did everything that she could to save her son, because he didn't die on the cross like we think. He may have died a mental death, but physically he was still alive, and he had to be put into a tomb for rest. But however, Dorothy came, and she was the one woman that told this man, get off this cross, get on down, and come on, let's go on down this road and see what we can get you and help you become a whole man. Then there was the last and final man, which was the Tin Man. And the Tin Man represents the man in society who is fly, super fly, and is the man that, sort of like a Don Juan Casanova, that goes around from pillar to post with this woman and that woman, and sleeps around, and I ain't talking about anybody particular, sleeps around and just is out there in the world enjoying himself doing it and riding the rise in society until he meets this one woman named Tiny. The name could be anybody. It could be anybody's name. It could be Tiny. It could be Tamika. It could be Leah or Lola or somebody, anybody, you know. But the woman was a woman who was overweight in her soul and had a lot of stuff, bags, with her. And she basically made the man fold in his life and held him down. So his riding and hanging out and going out and doing everything he wanted to do was pretty much over at that point when he met Miss Tiny, the woman in The Wiz. Now, Tiny necessarily not a big fat woman or a skinny woman. She's just a woman that is spiritually overweight and has so much stuff with her, from whatever it may be, that she makes her man fold. And she can't help him because she needs help herself. So here comes Dorothy, a woman who really is not spiritually overweight, may have made some bad mistakes by going out into the storm, chasing Toto the dog out there, but just so happens along her journey meets these men. And she's the one that helps unfold the Tin Man and tries to get him to stand upright as a man, to understand and know his potential, because he was folded, almost like folded on the couch playing macrame, but he was folded. So therefore, she has to help him stand upright as a man, like men are supposed to do. They're supposed to stand upright in all that they do. So they say, well, let's go to the Emerald City so we can get everything that you need. Go see the wizard. But as they go out to the Emerald City, they see it's not what they expected. People being directed this way, being directed that way. And the wizard, within the Wiz, was a puffed up something that was hiding, who was scared about something himself. He was a hermit crab, not a social butterfly or social. He was not one to go out and really greet and meet the people. He was just someone behind the doors trying to dictate to the people. But he was missing something himself. So therefore, she had to encourage him to do more in his life. So I say that if you buy my manual, thank you very much. I appreciate it if you do. But the manual is a help manual written in layman's terms so that way anybody can pretty much understand it. I didn't write it so that it can be just thee and thou and I'm going to show you how intelligent I am. I wrote it so that way people will have a better understanding. Simple to the point. Very simple to the point. You could read it like in maybe 2 hours or maybe even less than that. Simple and to the point, but on point. And I want to say that women, we are the map readers. There was somebody on the internet saying that men are the map readers. No. If you're in a relationship and you're with a good mate, a good husband, a good wife, the man drives, in reality, your life, if he is a good mate and you read the map, and that's how y'all build. Because him holding the map and driving at the same time, y'all going to crash. If you husband's got a good wife, a good mate, and she can read your map in life, and I can't tell you how she going to read it because there's something to that. That's if you're evenly yoked, then you'll be able to get that map and read it. But if not, then you won't be able to get it. So that's another way you could tell if you're evenly yoked with that person. But if you're in a marriage and you got a good husband and you guys are compatible and you want to build an empire and build something and you got the map, your wife is the one that reads the map. She reads the map and she says, baby, turn this way and we do this and we need to do that, because she knows and she's looking at the map and she's looking at it properly and she knows, hey, we can't do this because this will happen and that'll happen. Or, she sees something better or bigger for you in your life. And so therefore she's going to take the needed steps to help you get there. And sometimes us women have to play surrogate wife to sometimes these men who are going the wrong way, to say, hey, look, did you see that over there? Did you see you going the wrong way, buddy? You need to do this and that, because if not, if you don't follow your map in life, you'll get sick. A lot of people don't know, sometimes they get sick and you get these illnesses and stuff, and it's because you're going the wrong way in life. And so your spouse, I don't care if you have 5 wives or 1 wife, because some of y'all like to be in, harems and shit. But anyhow, excuse my French, but I'm being real. And can't nobody read no maps. And so it's all over. You guys are all over the place. But however, if you get into a relationship and your wife is directing the right way, then you can build an empire. If you start a business or if you build a big corporation, whatever it may be, buying houses, living good, whatever it may be, if you guys are on the same system to a certain extent, women do not do mazes. I'm explaining that to you now. We women, because I'm 100% woman. I don't play no other part and I stay in my lane as a woman. We do not do mazes. Don't let that movie, The Maze Runner, fool you. Somebody wrote that because they was trying to put women in mazes because they was scared. But they should have said the women are the map readers. Women can read maps if they're in tune properly and also if they are looking properly at the map. But women don't do mazes. We don't. Frankie Beverly and Mays, when he wrote that album, he was speaking to people, but he was also talking to men. So therefore, women, don't jump in the trenches and also the mazes with the men. I've done a trench before and just, help people with particular things with my 501c organization. And that was particularly for that, and that only, my family 501c. It was for that and that only, and nothing else. Because trenches and mazes, women don't do. Because if you all get in there, who's going to help pull you out? So therefore, you could order my manual, read it, but understand what I was talking about when it comes to Dorothy and the Wiz, and men finding a woman and women finding a man whom you are evenly yoked with, so that way you can make it through. Peace be unto you.